what's up? What's up, homeboys? What's up, Facebook? Hey, I was gonna say Facebook. What's up, YouTube? 7:02 p.m. King Geo's in the house. I got some stories here that I didn't even read that. I haven't even heard in the news today, but the president didn't say anything, but someone leaked it. So let's see. What's up, baby love? It's my son. Yeah, what's up? I have it on mute. And what's up, you people? Say good evening to everyone. Good evening to those who are joining, or to that person who has joined. I'm waiting for some people to come on. So good evening to everyone. I hope you had a great day. Any day above ground is a great day, right? So let's see how things go today. See how things go today, guys. Hey, Joe, the Lost Ark. What's it's going though. I haven't done it. I haven't done it like for 3 days because I'm gonna take like 30 days off because my wife is really. Yeah, I'm doing the quarantine of 30 days, so I'm gonna see how it goes, how it grows. I haven't had one since I was 15. That was like 33 years ago. Yeah, so I haven't done the door that because she's freaking out. So to keep her mind at ease, but they just added DoorDash, just added Burger King and Burger King Subway. What can I say here? How you doing, Joe? How's your son, Joe? You've been lost, Joe. What's up, Money Game? It's over, King Geo. What you mean it's over, Money Game? What do you mean it's over? Explain yourself. This is what I used to work for in New York. That's how I was able to fly for free. So I spoke. You guys, I spoke. I want to see this before, but she missed it because I did a video before on the conspiracy theory about this whole coronavirus thing, and I spoken to Joe about it earlier on before that day, and she gave an interesting input. But that Sunday she didn't. So I wanted to see you guys. If you guys missed that, if you guys missed that episode, if you guys think there's a conspiracy going on, you can let me know. Money Game says lockdown. The more you wait, the harder it's going to be to get food. Well, everybody's taking everything. Everybody's taking meat. Everybody's taking eggs. I went today for the first time. I saw no eggs, and that's what I usually buy, eggs anyway. But I got some, but I don't hoard. I don't hoard food like that. I hoard the food that I need to buy, or I know, or I buy the food that I know it's gonna last me a while. And I always buy my food. I always buy my food in bulks anyway. Before this even started, Gabriel Young said it's 5G that's killing people. Yo, 5G. Something interesting about 5G. I saw a report about 5G the other day. It said it has. I want to get this right, but it said something to the effect that 3 times more radiation than I forgot what it said, but I know it has 3 times. I'm gonna Google it up, but it has 3 times. Let me go as I'm talking to you. It has 3 times more radiation, and that's kind of scary that you're emitting that much radiation just for you to get 5G. I'm trying to look for him. This is how what Geek says. Let me see. It says it can kill cells. It can cause DNA mutation. It's not bad. 69 got released today from prison due to the virus. 69, I don't know, man. How you think 69 is gonna last long out there? Sucking Paco. Yo, hit that share button. Hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Gotta watch Skills video. I'll do that. I have to get out of this. What am I doing now? Which is the one? Which is yo Gabriel? Which is the one you didn't? Which is the one that you want me to watch on Skills? Yeah, Joe King Paco has kinkies. He has. I don't know how he came back because I blocked him, but I guess that's YouTube. But he has apologized, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to accept his. I accepted his apology, but that doesn't mean that his relationship with me on YouTube is going to be the same because it's not. My Skills coronavirus. I'm looking at it on YouTube. I don't see it. Okay, hold on a minute. He ain't moved to green and greater pastures. That man, he doesn't have any green. He doesn't have any pasture to. He is a lost boy. Paco is a lost boy. Eventually, that's what they're saying, that 5G is going to end up giving you cancer, all the radiation that it emits. What did you eat today, Joe? But you know one thing though, that today the vessel, the Navy vessel, Theodore Roosevelt, a captain, came out positive, and then 100 of the shipments of the crew came out positive too. So I was thinking about that the other day. Why is it no one in the service positive? And I said to myself, because they all they all contain, they all separate from civil life. They're on their own base and stuff like that, but apparently they're not immune. Use your speaker. Don't put the phone to your ear. You might as well use Bluetooth. All of these are bad. The higher the megahertz go, the more radiation it emits. We all know that. So even watching this like this, well, that's my daughter. Even watching this like this and looking at it through a lot makes your eyes go bad. So no, I did. I put down. Give me the title of the thing. Yes, so I go look at a game. I mean, Gabriel. Does chicken feel good? Because I tried. I don't know if they have it where you're at. I tried Bojangles because I did, a delivery for Bojangles the other day, and so I wanted to taste it because there's a lot of Bojangles up here, and I regretted it. It's not the same. I don't know. I've asked people before I ate it if you prefer KFC, Bojangles, or Popeyes. They say, "Oh, Bojangles, Bojangles," but they was like, I tasted Bojangles. I bought $1 because I asked her, let me just get a drum because I wanted to see how the drum was. It was $1, so she gave me a drum and a thigh, and it was just it has a and it just wasn't the taste that I wanted. It doesn't have a taste. Well, New York don't have it either. So when I came down here, that's where they got Bojangles. Bojangles chicken. So what you want me to do, young? You want me to you want me to subscribe to Swills? Very unimpressed. And it's gotta give me when I eat something, it has to give me that taste. I wanted something that I've never tasted before, even if it was too salty or too sweet or too dry. But it just had Bojangles didn't have a taste. And I know the chicken itself doesn't have a taste inside because what whenever you do the chicken, whether it's whole, you're just seasoning the outside of the chicken. You're not seasoning the inside of the chicken. So all you get is when you get that when you bite into the chicken, you just biting into, if it's fried, it's the crust. So that the crust is the one that gives you the flavor. So when you bite, I want to have, I know that the crust is the one that's going to give me that flavor, and it didn't have that flavor that I was looking for. It was a little bit spicy, but it just, even with the spice, it didn't give me that flavor that a taste that I could say, wow, this tastes real good. And so I was in. Then they have Kikentay. Oh, and then they have here a small place. It's like Checkers, but here they call it Checkout. And my neighbor was like, the cheeseburger is good, their milkshake is good. So one of these days, I'll try it out. And how's chicken? I taste. You know what? I went the other day with my wife. We did the Golden Corral. That was okay. Their beef was good. I like their beef. Press on his name and look for a nurse about the coronavirus. There is this is you talking about this? There is you said this swills? None whatsoever. None. You're better off just taking off the skin and putting salt and pepper on it. That's what you're better off doing. Joe, so how's this sabbatical going for you? I know it's not a sabbatical, but you know what I mean. This time off. No, they're giving it out. They're giving it up, Bobby. They say that by the 17th of April, they're gonna start. Well, they said the 17th. Now I just saw him earlier on today before I got in here. That the secretary said that in 2 weeks that the money's gonna start rolling out. So you don't have to do anything to anything. You don't have to call the IRS. Where's my refund? None of that shit. It'll be the way you had it on your 2019 refund, or if you did a refund last year. If you had it direct deposited, they have it direct deposited. So 2 weeks is about the 14th. between the 14th and the 17th. The original date was the 17th. But unreasonably slow. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. That's what I said. You're gonna get up. This is what's gonna end up happening, Joe. They're gonna end up giving the stimulus package. They're gonna giving up the stimulus money, and next month they're gonna do the same thing over again. So why didn't you just do this to run consecutively for at least 4 or 5 months? Because they're saying that the next 2 weeks is going to be horrendous. I mean, I'm not a big believer in stats. I'm not a believer in stats. I'm not a big believer in any of that. So numbers are numbers. But if there's any indication, then people are going to be out and places are going to close. So you might as well give money to everybody until then. And I've been over the black sector of YouTube. It's a terrible place. Now, explain that to me, Joe. What is the black sector of YouTube? Because you caught me there. But Bobby, we have a guy here on YouTube on one of my on the channel that says that his name is Jim Riptis. He's from Canada. He said that the money they're giving out mostly is basically there was like $956 every 2 weeks. Those were for small business owners. And Joe MC not good. But what is it? Is it just about all blacks and they're going against each other? Yo, King Paco, you asked me that yesterday. Where's Charles? I don't know where's Charles. Don't you got his number? Well, that's because it was a mute before. It's not a mute now. Can you guys hear me now? Can you read lips? Can you guys hear me? Yo. 1, 2, 1, 2 in the next. Check out Tommy Sotomayor. He's a black YouTuber. He's a bottom feeder lowlife. All right, so his name is What up, Axel? All right, hold on. Let me do this, Gabriel, because you were first. So you said SW. All right, I got it. So I don't have it. I don't have his number. So I already know. I am. What the fuck they keep on talking about this corona shit? This shit getting my motherfucking shit. Facebook. Oh hell! Oh hell! Oh I ain't got this shit. Me and Paco, are we good? Paco he's very he's all balanced. Now when I see y'all know what the fuck poppin', man. I keep on talking about this corona shit. I'm like, bitch, when I rap it's like corona. I just been killing these niggas. Now they coronavirus. You know that my flow contagious. I need some sanitizer. Bitch, I'm an animal. I need a tranquilizer. I'm trying to make me a meal. I need an appetizer. How you don't fuck with me when y'all stay analyzing? You know you my biggest fan. You my secret admirer. I pick them niggas from a distance like a magnifier. That Draco leave them like some milk and leave them boys inspired. All I bring is pressure, and I'ma keep applying. Yeah. He's still canceled. Yeah, he made a video of us. He said that he went as far as said that you were my mistress. I'll look at it later. He said you were my mistress. He talked about the HIV. I mean, he talked a lot of blah 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 blah, and I had blocked him. He's volatile. He's not. I know he's watching, so that's why I'm saying it. Pacey does not forgive or forget. He texted me the other day and asked me a question about what do I think about vape, and I just said it's no good, don't do it. And I just left it at that. You're asking me stupid questions. Should he expose a girl that used them? I said, yeah, go expose her. You know, it's your channel. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You're trying to get some money from him. I don't know. But that's Paco. I mean, at the beginning, he was cool because he was like, oh, yeah, I respect you, blah, blah, blah. But then he started talking a lot of crap. I'm not ready to play. I'm doing 2 videos. I'm in my live, so you got to wait like an hour or so. They know I'm doing video. They do I'm doing live, and they want to play with me. So you guys, you see, I'm doing a 30-day thing, so I'm staying inside the house, and I haven't had a mustache, and I was 16 years old. So I told my wife I'm going to let it grow, see how it is. What do you think? What do you think? She still got to grow, though, but I leave it up to here, and that's it. My brother let his beard come down. He looks like Abe Lincoln. I'm thinking about buying him the hat. The tall hat. It was some guys hit that like button. So Bobby Hill, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with your 1,200 or whatever you're gonna get? Yes, so guys. So let's see what you guys are gonna do with your stimulus. Me personally, I'm going to save it for a rainy day or for an emergency. So Joe, so what are the things that you saw in the black market or in the black YouTube that will disturb him. Probably put half a blue chip in my stock. It's not bad. Stock's a good investment to do now, guys. When you see them low, catch them while they're hot. And don't forget, stock. Nah, don't. And the rest I'll waste. Don't on what you're gonna waste it. Save it. And it's very important that you see you save this little bit of money because it's a shame how Canada and other countries are giving more than we are, and you be like, what? And this is a country that wow. Yeah, you gotta have fun, bro. But to what expense? I mean, you're gonna go outside and spend all your money, and you never know what could happen. I mean, I know some of you guys be like, "Oh, fuck it. If I get it, I get it. It is what it is, right?" But you can't say that it is what it is. Really? Don't you hate that, Joe? Don't you hate that when you see? Hold on, man. Más dile a Jan que me traiga agua allá. Yo sé, pero mándalo abajo. That you see that you see black people against black people. You see Puerto Ricans against Puerto Rican. In Puerto Rico, you will see Puerto Rican against Puerto Rican because it's an island full of Puerto Ricans. But we usually don't do that. We're usually very amicable. Yes, you have like everything that you have. You have crime, but you have a lot of people who care for each other. But when you come to this country and you actually see black people against black people, put one black person putting another black person down, that's a shame because black people have come and has evolved as a whole for some assholes to go against their own race because for whatever reasons they might think they're white, or they might think I don't whatever reason it is. It is sad though. My job isn't affected by the virus. My school is though. The more 5G towers the bit they build, the more 5. It all depends how the radiation goes, Gabriel. You remember the bigger the megahertz, the more the radiation. So it all depends. Where I live at, I don't think they're gonna put 5G. See, the 4G already works. I'm a I'm in a I'm in the country. Yeah, but back what the video that he did with him dressing up as a girl. Joe, give me a channel that I can look at these idiots so I can give you my so I can email you my comment on the channel that you watch, this black video community or whatever it is. Well, he says he's straight. I mean that's just him doing a G stroll. That's just him being him. I just don't like his wording. He curses too much and he degrades women. And I don't like that. I never like. That's why I never was with the hip hop because in New York, growing up in New York, you heard a lot of rappers degrade women. Run DMC didn't do it. What was it? Dougie Fresh didn't do it. None of that. No me other. I see this guy. I see this guy on Facebook that he's black and he's all on Donald Trump. He will let anything that Donald Trump says for him. He's the greatest. I'm like, how can you be so foolish? And he goes against his own people. I think when you see white girls trying to be black, I don't understand that. Edgardo Coban, I don't think you and you should. I'm gonna ban you because I'm gonna give you a reason why. Because you're very negative. It was SK. That Tommy guy is a normal. He hates himself for being dark. Really? Wow. Hey, what's up, Seiki? Did you have you subscribed to my channel? What lies, Gabriel? Joe, you still out there, Joe? Or you want me to send rescue to you? Let me see this. Let me see this. What's his name? Tommy Sotomayor. Then he's wait, Sotomayor. Is he Spanish? Because that's a Spanish name. Our Justice Department, Sonia Sotomayor. She's Puerto Rican. Let's see this Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor. No thanks. Let's go, guys. Let's see. Ya le dijeron que no. Le dije ya que dijeron que no. Tú dijiste a él que dijera que no y yo le estoy diciendo que no.
Sierra posted a video raising awareness about the dangers of hair weaves. But then she was publicly tormented by a controversial radio host. Check it out.
Bigger of a Fox on the show?
Love for weed is ridiculous.
This guy Thomas is trolling me on his live streams.
Black women don't care about what happens to their real hair. Many of them like the fact that they screw up like her, so now they have an excuse to continue wearing weave.
About 6 months ago, I decided to take my weave out, and then I realized that my hair was extremely damaged, and I decided to just cut it off. And when I did that, I discovered there was a big scar in the middle of my head, and that my head was cut into 4 sections. So that's when I decided to just make a video about it. And it spread like wildfire. That video now has over 3 million views. So about a week or two later, I got this email from someone saying that Tommy is like trolling me on his live stream.
That ain't a good look for a 20-year-old. How you messed up your scalp? That ain't a good look.
Later that day, I actually got a private message from Tommy asking me if I would like to join his show. I said, oh, hell no, I will not be a part of this. That's when he lost it.
She looked like she's had brain surgery by Oswald.
He just started attacking me.
So this guy attacked this girl because the girl didn't give him an interview?
I see it.
A
Tommy Sotomayor.
43-year-old man would even try to tear down a 20-year-old young black female. Tommy is completely insane, and he just cannot stop talking about black women, especially me.
Now do you understand why people talk about black women's hair stinking?
Really?
Here's part one of his texts that reads, "You aren't coming on. Handle that with class, so-called young female. I said nothing wrong, but again, something black chicks know nothing about is class." Hold up, I got one more. Here's another. It reads, "I'm not your boy, bold bleep. Keep calling names. That's why you live in a damn empty apartment."
And these were all replies.
But Tommy, let me ask you. So your mom is African American, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she's a black female. You have 2 daughters. They're black females, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had those 2 black daughters by 2 black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've gone after black women for having, quote unquote, what you call kids out of wedlock. Were you married to either of those women?
No, I talk about myself. I use myself as an example. That's ridiculous to say that the guy who has age can't talk about.
Do you like Vivica and I? Do you like black women?
Yes.
Okay.
I would not be doing. Let me tell you something. The opposite of is love is not hate. It's indifference. When you just stop caring, when you just don't give a crap, That to me is what real hate is. I don't say this because I'm trying to hurt someone. What I am doing is trying to get people to understand. I really believe that these women will look at life in their own natural way and say, we are truly the queens that we say we are. Instead of, if you are a queen, the one thing you won't keep doing is wearing the crown of the peasant.
But Tommy,
Two Team, I believe that Ciara, you have a question that you wanted to ask Tommy.
Yes. Okay, so I do want to touch bases on you saying all women have smelly vaginas. That's only the women that you're surrounded with. That's who you're surrounding yourself with. That's who you're surrounding yourself with. So it's either them or it's your smelly.
So we're gonna just take
But does he have his own show? 'Cause it says here Tommy, Ciara and Tommy. Because it's usually Tommy's usually with.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm Tanya Marie.
I'm Sotomayor.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad that I'm able to sit down and kind of just get a few of my points across. I don't want to say everything that you're saying is wrong or bad because I get it. Especially when you were talking about the young woman and her hair.
With the young lady I talked to in the video, this woman destroyed her scalp and yet still couldn't get rid of the addiction. How powerful is that addiction to where you will do something like that to your head?
Can we talk about hygiene? I just kind of want to know.
Yeah, I won't give that guy time of day, bro. He has two girls, both are blacks, and he talks about black girls. And then when that girl didn't give him an interview, he started talking bad about her. This guy's video titled, "Don't Ban Guns, Ban Niggas." He's lucky someone don't slap the shit out of him, bro. Yo, Gabriel, what's the news? You said they got fake news. Which one? Tell me. Oh man, Joe went rogue on me. And he used the N-word and no one said nothing, right? But if a white person says it, then everybody gets mad. That's not fair. That word should be said on anyway, neither by blacks or whites or anybody. I think that word is antiquated. That's what that is. You know? Antiquato, as they say in Italian, antiquato. Kind of amazing how Italy has gotten hit hard with this coronavirus, right? Over 12,000 people are dead. They're saying to us that if we don't do that curve by Easter, we'll have 1.6 million people infected. And if it goes on by the year, we'll have 120 million people infected. That's half the country. The country only has 330 million people. Which is the last census? I don't know about now. But I doubt it. We grew in 10 years, we grew 20 million people. It's like the governor of Miami. The governor of Miami put a stay at home, but he put it in from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. What kind of shit is that? Well, to put it this way, if I were the president, all this shit is coming from China. Put it this way, they're right now they're letting China still do now they started doing again wet shops. And the wet shop is where they have the animals outside, and that's how this all started in Wuhan, from the wet shop. Okay, so why are you gonna let these people still continue to practice that outside in the street when you know there we go again? It's gonna come blood with this animal, it's gonna in contact with this animal, and you're gonna create a whole entire pathogen. Well, there are pathogens. You don't want to fuck with. You think this is bad? If like Ebola, if one of the ships was to evolve even worse than that, because these are blood pathogens, it'll be bad. So I don't know why China is still allowing this. My belief is that they don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. They have a population of over 1 billion people. So to them, those 3,000 people that passed, or close to 4,000 people that passed away, to them that's nothing. That's a dime in a bucket. If you guys didn't know anything about China at one time didn't allow the woman or didn't allow the couple to have more than one kid. And if that kid was a girl, they didn't kill the boy because the boy was the one that, he's the one with the sperm. So they say he's the one that can produce. You need both, right? But if you had a girl, then the girl had to go. And that's stupid. And they banned that, but they only banned that because of human rights. Trump is beside a clown. He is the most idiotic person that as a president, he's the most idiotic person that I have ever seen take office. The only thing that he did good that I saw the other day, today's Thursday. On Tuesday, he spoke good. In the 3 years he's been president, this is the first time that I've seen that man speak somewhat with a rationale voice or rationale content or rationale sentence. And mostly it was because he let the other doctors come in, and the doctors was like, we've got to tell the American people what's really happening. Because look, guys, if you go outside, wear a mask. If you do always wear a mask, because a mask gives you a 50% chance of not getting the virus. All right. So people are still not wearing masks. How do you think China came out of it? Because once they closed down Wuhan, they said everybody's got to wear a mask. So everyone wore a mask. But he's still not doing it. So it would take. This is how the American people's mind is. I guarantee you, if he says everybody got to wear a mask tomorrow, you see the whole entire street wearing masks. People that didn't wear a mask before, but because he said so, you wear a mask. No, you don't wear a mask because he says so. Because you wear a mask because it's common sense. There's an airborne virus going around. If you don't know what airborne means, then you shouldn't be. You should be wasting air. Nah, just joking. But come on. And then first he said it was a joke. First he said it was a hoax. First he said this was a Democratic thing. Then in January he said we had this under control. We only have 10 people, which we did. Then when he didn't get when things happened in Seattle, he didn't. Seattle's numbers have gone down compared to other states. And then boom, and then the shit hits New York, and in New York, and as bad, and I'm in New York, and as bad as I feel bad for the New York people, I don't know why people are praising Cuomo, because Cuomo knew this was coming. Cuomo's asking for ventilators, he's asking for nurses, he's asking for doctors. He knew this was coming, right? And they waited to the last minute to shit hit the fan to then call. And then claim, oh, send us some ventilators, send us some doctors, send us this. You knew this was happening in January when it jumped from China, when it went from China to Taiwan, from Taiwan to South Korea. You knew people fly. You know people fly shit. This is not something. This is not something that started in China, and there's no transportation only but ships. If it was only but ships, and the ships takes a certain amount of time, right? You go like, no ships are coming from China. They gotta go back. But you're on an airplane. You don't know when this really happened, so you can't stop it. But as long the minute that you knew that this was here, or the minute that you knew that it jumped from from animal to human, and it went from China to another country. Once it jumped from China, wherever it goes, you should have just stopped. There's nothing coming in from China. I don't care the tariff. I don't care anything. If you want to say anything, no, it's not going to happen. I know. No, I didn't, Gabriel. I live in North Carolina now. And ZK yesterday, a prison in North Carolina came out, the first one to come out with the coronavirus. And then today, if you didn't see my video earlier on today, the Dwight Eisenhower naval ship, the captain came out positive, and 100 other crew members came out positive. And then they're going to quarantine 1,200 shipments to make sure that they don't come out positive. Well, if you think about it, say ZK, okay, $6 an hour for a prisoner, that's good, bro. You're not gonna get paid $22. You're not gonna pay $6 an hour, because commissary is jail. Is commissary talks, bro. So $6 an hour for 8 hours, was that $48? Times that times 5, that's 2 and change. Commissary time, boom, boom. Put it this way. It is what it is, man. So just if you feel like that, if you feel that broad about it, so what don't we say this? So why don't we just put only murderers and child molesters to work for $6 an hour if you feel that bad? What about that one? Then will you change your mind? Ustedes todavía están cocinando. ¿Qué están haciendo ahí dentro? Más que se está tostando allá. All right, they don't deserve to live, much less work, but they're already in the system. That's my point. They're already in the system. So if you're opposed to a prisoner working for $6 an hour because for a daily virus, because they could be exposed to daily virus, so why don't you? Why don't you let murderers and child molesters work for those $6 an hour? They're already in the system, regardless of whether they don't deserve to live. That's irrelevant because they're already in the system. They're going to be there for a while. So put them to work. You tell me. I mean, put it this way. When I was in jail, I was working, bro, for $7.25 a week. A week. 40 hours a week, son. 8-hour shift. I had the 7 to 3 shift. I first did the line at Rikers Island. I did that, and then from there, I went to the back to doing the VATs at $7.25 per week, bro. But it's not a bad idea. Look. So what do you expect? So what do you want these prisoners to do? Just like this, I'm gonna give an example. I have a family member who's in prison, calls me the other day to send him money because he wants to buy a PlayStation. Right? Now, how would I be sending him money to buy a PlayStation when there are other prisoners, or when I was in jail, I didn't get none of that shit. I did my thing. I didn't bother nobody for no commissary. I didn't bother nobody. I did my own thing. So what kind of message is this person, me sending this person money so they can play a PlayStation? No, your job is not your job, but your thing is that you're in prison for a reason. You're spending X amount of time for a reason. sit down and analyze what you did that you did wrong that got you in jail. So if and when you do get out of jail, you don't go back. So if and when you do come out, you have a different mindset and you become the better person that you are. You come out a better person that you were when you came in. But if they have these prisoners work with PPE gear like hazmat suit, and all that kind of shit, then you shouldn't worry about it. What were you in for? Killing a fly. A man don't tell him what he's in for, bro. It was nothing. There was nothing bad. Nothing. No drugs. No murders. It wasn't a violent crime. It was just stupid. But but I did my year in Rikers Island, and I worked for $7.25 a week, bro, for 40 hours a day. This is my opinion, but I think that it's 5G killing people, not coronavirus. Yeah, but Gabriel, 5G just came out. 5G just came out, and if that was the case, Puerto Rico is the hub. Puerto Rico is one of the hubs that T-Mobile used for 5G. They started one of the countries that they started 5G was in Puerto Rico. So how could it be? If not, all the people in Puerto Rico would have been dead. I mean, yes, 5G is more potent, and it throws out more radiation than 4G, 3G, Edge, or anything like that. Like I said, the more megahertz it throws out, of course, that's that's natural. But to say that that's the one that's killing people, no. Well, that's good, man. So you learn your lesson, right? You wanted for a gun charge. You said, "Fuck that." You said, "It ain't for me. I ain't going back." Was it? Did you learn your ZK? Did you learn your lesson? Malabono de carne. Nah, man, prison ain't slavery. Prison is prison, bro. People need to understand prison is prison. Look, you can go to other countries, and other countries have prison that are lovely. They don't make you do any of this. They don't make you do any of that. You go to prison and you locked up. It's like there's a prison in Venezuela. It's of Margarita Island. And there is no security guards. There's no guards at all. The prisoners themselves is the one that owns the place. And they say, they put their own rules. I mean, the government owns it, but they put their own rules. They set their own rules. You can't steal. You can't do. They have family members come in. They have family members sleep there. Of course, they got drugs and stuff like that. But they run the whole entire prison system. You got prisons in Switzerland. In Switzerland, I think it's Switzerland or the Netherlands that if you escape, they won't charge you for escape. But if you keep the clothes, then you get a charge. But no, I believe in rehabilitation. We should rehabilitate, but there are persons out there that do have rehabilitation programs. They do have programs that will help you be a better person. You just have to go when you go into prison. You just have to go with that mindset that I want to change. And you got programs. I've seen programs work. I've seen programs. It's AA programs, the NA. You got chapels. You got you can speak to your psych if you need that, and you go to prison. I don't know about all prisons, but I know some prisons, They have education. You can get your GED. There's some county jails that if you don't got your GED, you can't be. Um, no, if you don't got your GED, you have to get your GED. You know, so that's not bad. But you have to. You made the mistake. You went to prison. Now you're in prison. Now what you say to yourself, I want to do the best that I can. I know I made a mistake. So I want to change what I did and I want to become a better person. So you look at the various programs that they have and you take advantage of those various programs. And if you got 4 to 5 years of prison time or more, you take advantage of programs that can get you a college degree. So when you come out, you have that degree. You know, there are a lot of people that came out of law school. I mean, in prison that become lawyers, then or they become whatever it is that they became. They went through because they went through college while they were in prison. So those are the things that you got to take advantage of. Don't sit there 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and you do nothing but playing basketball, lifting up weights, and blah blah. You're not doing anything with your time. So when you come out of jail, when you come out of prison, your mindset is still back from 10 years ago. That has not changed. Your train of thought, your chain of thought has not changed, and that's where you got to change. The prisons, the prison system, we are overwhelmed with prisoners with the highest country in the world that hosts, have so many prisoners. But we also have a lot of people that commit a lot of crimes. You know, there are certain crimes that you can say that, okay, well, I'm going to give you probation, I'm going to give you this, I'm going to give you that. But when you get probation, but when that's nice to know, Maria, you're working. But when you get probation, you got to adhere to that probation because that probation is telling you, okay, I'm giving you another chance of liberty. So appreciate that because the judge, I could send you to jail, but I'm giving you an opportunity to change your ways. You have to go to probation officer. You have to report to probation. You can't be doing this. You can't be doing that. So those are the things that you got to do. You got to take advantage of those situations. So But I don't. I believe we have too many criminals in prison, and I believe there are some criminals that there are some people who made mistakes that shouldn't be there. I saw a guy that was there that is doing life for marijuana back in the '70s when marijuana was having a lot of marijuana was considered a life sentence, and that's stupid. That person that spent 30 some odd years in prison should be commuted and should let go. No one should be in prison for freaking marijuana. No one. You know. Then you have a person who mistakenly kills someone, gets 5 years in prison, and then you have another person here who drives drunk, kills a person, and they give this person 3 years probation, and this person gets 5 years in prison. So the justice system doesn't one doesn't weigh the other. So that's kind of retarded. So what's up? Thank you, Axel. Axel. Like I was saying, that I'm trying to get a broader audience. I'm trying to get people from the UK to give me live interviews so I can see how things are doing over there. I reached out to people in Ontario. I reached out to people in Toronto. I want to see how their situation is there because I want to look at it from another perspective, not just the news. Because there's a lot of things that are going on. They're saying that the Canadians are getting X amount of money, and yes, they are. But from what Jim Rumptus said, was that those $986, something like that, but I know it's over 900 that they get every 2 weeks. That's for businesses. But the thing is that even if I don't know how it works, but if they get it individually, so I don't know. So even if they get it individually, they're getting it for 4 or 5 months, right? Here they're giving out. Espérate. Here they're giving out a Here they're giving a stimulus of $1,200, which is not gonna it's gonna run out within 1 or 2 days. So so unless the only thing done, ¿a quién tú llamas, mamá? So you get so even if you get $1,200, where are you going to spend $1,200? You can't shop. Everything is closed. You could pay off your bills. You could pay off your mortgage. But what are you going to do? Malls are closed. Are not malls closed? The restaurants are closed and stuff like that. Barbershops are closed. How did Iceland get the coronavirus? I don't know. Let me see. Now that you said that, let's look at. Let me see. Let me see something here, guys. All right, so this is what it says about Iceland. It says Iceland is an island country home to about 364,000 people, has taken a different approach to the coronavirus countries. The government allows testing for anyone who wants it. Iceland is also working to identify people who have the virus quickly so they can isolate them. The country has not gone on lockdown during the pandemic. Not bad. Let me see. All right, so Iceland has 1,319 cases. So they're testing everybody, which is a good thing to do. Iceland hasn't locked down the country like other people's country have. It says Iceland has spent years preparing for a pandemic in ways other countries have not. We have been writing about response plans, anticipating this event coming. He said, we have been preparing different partners in the society for this to happen. So it's relatively easy for us to activate the plan. It looks like to us that we have relatively under control in Iceland. Well, let's see how it goes. But it is good though. But it does say this, guys. I'm not looking at you guys' things because I'm looking at something else. So this is what it says. An Iceland lab testing suggests that 50% of Iceland lab says that 50% of coronavirus cases have no symptoms. That's a lot. So they said 50%. So that means if 100 people go that get tested positive for the coronavirus and they have no symptoms, but they can pass it on. So that's a bad thing, because then you don't know who has what. So that's why you wear a mask, because you got to walk around pretending that you have it. And if you think to that you have it, then you swear yourself wrong. It's 50%, with that 50% that says that there's no symptoms at all. But yet then again, Iceland's a country that's small, so only 1,319 people have it, and maybe half of those never got symptoms. So what you got to do is, if you were a scientist, you take half of those people that have no symptoms and you test them. How is it that you didn't get no symptoms at all, no fever, no nothing, and take their DNA and see how you could work with their DNA, with the coronavirus DNA. Maybe they have something in the DNA that we don't have. Like I said, everybody's body is different. You know. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get other people, other countries to come to talk, so we can get a very different perspective. And Gabriel, how did Iceland get it? I just read it. It was through a resident, a businessman that came, not a resident, a businessman that came to Iceland through Italy. You know, so you guys, so it's going to be this around that time. You guys take care. We'll see each other tomorrow at 7 o'clock. All right. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, those who have not subscribed, but let's do this. And Gabriel, stop thinking about this 5G. It's bad. It's bad. It's pretty bad. I saw a report on it the other day. But they don't care about your health. They just want their money. All right, guys. You guys take care. God bless you all, man. Thank you for coming in. ZK, thank you, bro. Maria, thank you. Gabriel, thank you. Axel, thank you. Whatever you're doing, I know you're probably working with your kid or doing something, but thank you. Joe MCC Option, thank you, my love, for coming in. Axel, I already tell you. Bobby Hill, thank you. And for those who will not come in, I hope Charles, I hope you're doing good, Charles. Mansa, you're missed immensely, my brother, from a different mother. And what else? Axel, Charles, Bobby's been here. Been a few of you guys that you've been here through it all. Axel's been here from the beginning, so I can't say nothing about that. Axel's been there from the beginning. Jimbo's been here from the beginning, but Jimbo's went down too. But to those who have been here from the beginning, I appreciate it very much, man. Jay Jerk's been here, but Jay Jerk is going through, I let him, slide Jay Jerk 2020 because, he has his he's doing the sobriety thing, and I prefer him being clean than coming and join us, Yeah, Mansa, he's out, bro. He's lost. I texted him. I texted him the day before yesterday. He's doing good, I guess. But anyway, guys, take care. Axel, you take care. You be careful, man, and just be good, right? You got my Gmail if you need me. Peace, guys. Good night. God bless.